अब क्रिकेट भन्नुमा अब टिभीमा मात्रै देखेको अब। पहिला एकखेप त म पनि खेल्थ्यो। अब भुटान यो अन्डर 16 मा रिप्रेजेन्ट पनि गरेँ।
Wow.
But like, so after that, after I went to cricket and I experienced the cricket, so then I decided maybe like cricket is not as it's not a sport for me. So I've decided to again come back to the football.
Okay, so you're mainly batter or bowler?
So I was a wicket keeper.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dhoni.
Not Dhoni, but like big fan of Dhoni at that time.
Yeah. So Dhoni at this transition ki Dhoni पहिला football goalkeeping गर्थे and you went to cricket.
Yeah.
And
Even
you
that's
were
what I
a
heard.
wicket keeper and then you came to football. Cricket खेलेर if cricket career अगाडि भइदिएको भए नि छेन्चोको, you would have maybe अहिले त ISL के अरे IPL हो कि?
That one I cannot say, but like after I experienced both the sports, so like I felt like from my inside I was like maybe like cricket is not it's not a kind of my game, but I was not that good, but like at least I got a chance to represent the Bhutan. But I feel like football is more suitable for me, so I've decided to join football.
The game has taken you in its arms, football.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like being blessed, being loved by so many, not just from your country, but also from countries like Nepal and even India, Bangladesh, Thailand, where you played? You played in 5 countries.
Yeah. Even like I would say like they were the main strength for my success, and I'm really happy and blessed to get a good supporter from not only in Bhutan but outside Bhutan, like especially in like Nepal, India, and all.
So we also share. I actually have a special bond for you because we've talked about this off air too many times. But I think the on air, I need to say this to people watching that the day I was making my commentary debut, the game had already started. Someone was supposed to be there for the commentary. He didn't be there on time, and luckily I got the chance. So I had the official list of 2 teams in front of me. And I was just talking about how it was South Asian Games, Bhutan versus Bangladesh.
Yeah.
So I was just talking about how Bhutan is playing, and if this continues, within a few minutes, we're going to see a goal. And this just happened. The ball came to your feet and you finished it. I think it was the second bar. I remember the goal.
Yes, exactly in second bar.
But mistakenly, I was in such a rush that I just looked at the number of the jersey and I mistakenly said the goal was scored by Biplo Ahmed from Bangladesh.
Yes.
So that was a mistake. And I was continuing. I had no idea. And Sanjeev Silpakadai, he messages me and he tells me, no, Avash, that is Chencho Gyeltshen. He's the South Asian Ronaldo. Why are you making that mistake? And I'm like, okay, I have to correct this. So I again corrected it. So, and since then, I texted you in the evening.
Yes, exactly.
Then we started talking. It's been, I think, 4 years already.
Yes.
We last time talked. So 4 years of friendship, brotherhood. And once again, welcome back to Nepal.
Thank you so much.
And you're leaving very soon.
Thank you. Yeah. It's too early to leave, actually.
Yeah, people were really excited when everybody heard that Chencho Gyeltshen is playing the league here in Nepal.
Yes, as you said, like recently I was signed with the Machhindra for like 2 months, but it's only been like only 1 month. So after I made a seventh game for the Machhindra, so unfortunately I got an injury during the 3-star match. So even like after I consult with the doctor, so like even the doctor so told me to not to play for like almost for the 2 months. So now it's sad for me. Even I feel very bad for the Nepali fans, those who have those who have expected like so much from me. So even I feel very sad, but like it's like a promise from my side. It's like even I haven't finished my work yet, so maybe if not this season, so maybe any season, so I would come back and finish my work for the Nepali supporters.
Yeah, I think that has to be done because the anticipation of people, the wait was too much. And I remember Anil the Machhindra manager, he told me like Chencho is coming. It was during the 3 Nations That time you came for Bhutan, and he was like, I was 99% is done, 1% I cannot promise, but 99% it's done. And I felt like Fabrizio Romano. I felt like I need to post this, should I or not, but I didn't do it.
Yeah. It's like I already got an offer from. It's a long story. So I already had a contact with the Navin Dai. So we always used to keep in touch. So I got an offer last five past 5 years. But like unfortunately I was already in contract with India. So even like this time they were like giving offer for this A division, but like even still then I had a contract in India. So up till like finished three nation cup, we haven't decided. But like, even I was like, should I take it or not? Because like, I really had a contract in India. So it's luckily I had to it's I convinced them for the my Punjab club, and so I've decided to come and play for the 2 months in Nepal.
When's Punjab? The next season is starting. I think now you're playing. You are playing the ISL now, right?
I can't say anything right now because like any footballer, like anything can happen. So if you get like any good offer, so we can jump like any spot. So I can't say anything right now. But if India League is going to start, then it will most probably it will start after like signing and all. It will start after June.
Okay, maybe after SAF Championship.
Yeah.
Okay, you played with Kiran Chemjong as well. How is he in
Yes.
person? We know like he's a really humble guy. So as a player, how do you feel about? I think you also share a room together.
Yes. Kiran and me, we have played together for like 3 seasons. So in this 3 season, we won two I League title, and that was a cherish to. Then he's a very nice guy. He's a very humble, and we always used to share about the Nepali football and the Bhutan football, and even like we had a very good room partner.
Yes, I've worked with a lot of Bhutanese people in football. Like we have Mindu Dai. So Mindu Dai was there. He's currently in AFC. He was the match commissioner during the South
Yes,
Asian
yes,
Games.
yes.
He came back for the Women's SAF Championship and Sonam Dai as well. So got to be really good friends with. And whenever I meet people from Bhutan, it doesn't feel like they're from Bhutan. It feels like they're from Nepal itself.
Yes, like not only you. I would say like most of the people they always say like almost like Bhutan and Nepali they are like brothers.
It's like
So
same.
yes, it's like same. Even like when I signed here for the in the foreign quota, but like even I don't feel like any foreigner, but I feel like I'm a local guy. So
Okay.
yeah.
So how do you find the league, the E Division league, or our domestic league standard? What do you feel about it?
Actually, and now I have to be honest. Actually, I've expected a lot from the Nepali football. I mean, from tournament, but like I was not really happy the way they manage and the way they organize. But actually, I'm not complaining, but it's just for like benefit for them to improve. For so I need to share about all this.
Yeah,
So
we also, I'm stopping you to say a small thing. And I think not just the Nepalese fans, but the authorities also need to know things from an international player's perspective. So please go on. Be free to talk about it.
yeah. As I said, like I'm a little bit like unsatisfied. Actually, I before I come here, I expect a lot from Nepali football because like the way we see from in social media, like every like in Nepal, I think Nepal is the number one country who like organize like so much tournaments, like Gold Cup, and I saw like lots of tournaments going here, but I saw like I think like Nepal can improve in maybe like in 3, 4, 5 years they can like improve a lot. But like when I came here and when I see with my own eyes, so I'm really not happy with the way they organize and the way they manage. But
I think the problem this time is the games are within too short durations. Like you don't get proper rest between games. And see, one of the reasons also we can say that not just injuries, but also fatigue in the players. And that
yeah,
hampers the
that's that
performance.
that's what I mean to say, like in the professional way. So it's a management and organize. It's a like right now we have like 14 teams participating for the A division, but like even that also with the two round. So they are like that also like with for 2 months like. So even I was like before I signed the contract with the Machindra. So even I've discussed with some management. Even I've requested them to like, is it possible to like make a long league so that even the players can get like proper race. So that's why the every after once if you play at if you play match today, so again like after 2 or 3 days, like within like 7 to 2 hours, we have to play for the next match. So there's the high time like player gets most of the time. Most of the player they get injured. So even I would say like it's not intentional hit from the player, but like I would say like maybe I didn't got a proper race, or maybe it's a muscle weakness. So that's how I got injured. Not only me, but even I saw like many players they got like very bad serious injuries.
Even our one of the main players of Nepal, Anjan Bista, so he got hit on the face during training. He got a rib crack. I don't know, fracture or hairline
Yeah,
crack,
yeah,
but I
it's
think he's
fracture, it's
recovered
fracture.
well. That can be clearly seen now, and also because of the rain, the games are getting tougher, right? So how do you find the grounds here? You played in Rangashala so many times, but I
Yes.
think the Enfa and the Chasel ground is new for you as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, I would say like they were like it's a challenging for me because like playing in this like different field in one season we have to like play in the different three different field. One is in the top which is very like I feel it's very hard. Even like Chasel, like it's very hard, but when it's rain it sometimes we have to play. I feel like we are playing in the battlefield. Even like same as like in the Sharad. Even when it's there the heavy rain, even our last match, I feel I was watching, and the player like I saw like player they were playing like in the battlefield, so I feel very bad for them.
True. Also, when you closely look at Rangashala, when you stand there, the ground is a bit hard, and it's not. It can be better in so many ways. I think you need to change the top layer of soil. You need to replant the grass. But I think the problem was during after the earthquake, they reconstructed the stadium, but not the ground itself, because that's the heart of the whole thing. But when you see from a camera angle, you see everything green. But when you go in the ground, there are bit of bumpy spaces. There are patches of wild grasses. So I think that has to improve.
Yeah, exactly. I would say outside cover is not important, but like I feel like main the inside is most important. So I feel if they give more important in the field, like rather than
Infrastructures.
renovating
Yeah.
like outside one, I feel it's more important to give more important in the inside one.
Let's go back to three nations. The game between Nepal and Bhutan. So one thing about Nepal, I think it's special for you also because you made your debut for the international senior team against Nepal, and you also scored in that game. How did that feel? Let's start from there.
So that time I was very young, so I was just happy just the day I scored. I scored for the Bhutan, but I don't remember with whom I scored. I don't remember exactly, but like I was very happy that I scored my first goal for the nation.
It's a really good feeling, like
Yeah.
to wear your colors, national colors, then score for your team.
Yes, yes. It's always a great feeling to score and make a celebration for winning with the Bhutan color.
Okay, now let's come back to that game, that particular game. You were leading, and Bhutan has never won against Nepal. And at that very moment, you were minutes away. Bhutan was minutes away from winning against Nepal for the first time. And if you had a win there, you would qualify for the final. So, how did that feel, the last goal?
Exactly. I think everyone worked really hard in that match because everyone knew like we must win that game. Like whether we score like 4-3 or we just need a win in that game to get into the final. But I'm very happy with the boy the way they uh, shown their like mentality. They can do it. But unfortunately, this is football, so anything can happen in football. So unfortunately, we lose goal in the last minute. I feel the boys, even the boys were a little tired, and they lost like some focus in the last minute. But it is what it is. So I'm happy, but I'm happy. I'm really happy with the boys.
Also, Bhutan played after a very long duration, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And lot of Bhutanese players are also migrating to the Australia, just like Nepal. So what's the deal with that?
Yes, first thing, Bhutan, like Three Nation Cup, Bhutan played for national after almost like 4 years. And yes, and as you said, many Bhutanese players, they went to Australia just for, it's good for their for their future. So I don't feel any bad for, but I'm really happy for them. You know, they're going to Australia for their future, because like in Bhutan, like our football is, we are rich in football, but like in terms of money, but like I'm very sad to say, like, but we don't have good money in football. So, but like in the Three Nation League, I think like we have around 16 new player for this league. So that time we like 10 players, they made a debut game for the national team. Still like 6 players, they haven't played any. So but I'm very happy with them.
Now, the performance was really appreciable. All three teams, right? So, and I saw some when I was making the stats, doing my research. I saw a lot of players were making their debut. And before the match, I used to go to the managers and I used to ask them like, how many players are making their debut today? So for like every game, there was two, three, or maybe four players making their debut from the starting as well as substitute. So that was some good thing to see.
Yeah, like like you said, like most of the team, like they don't in every national, like I didn't see any like in single tournament, like player getting making debut for like more than 10 plays. But like, I think it's a proud moment for Bhutan, and it's a big decision from our coach as well, because I think he believed in the young boys. And
Dorje
I
sir?
think, yeah, it's
Is
Pema.
Pema sir,
I
yes.
think he believed to the boys, young boys, and I think even I feel like the boys has really proved it.
Pema sir was also there in South Asian Games, if I'm not wrong. He was a coach that at that time.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, he was our head coach.
yeah, coach. Yeah, okay. Now let's just compare. What's the difference between Bhutan's league and Nepal's league? What difference did you see?
I see, like first thing is it's the money, which is like Nepal they are like in terms of the money, Nepal they are far better, in far better side. But like if I say, to be honest, I have to be honest now. So in terms of reach of football, I think Bhutan is really doing a really good job in this short period of time. Bhutan is like trying to bring like lots of improvement in the Bhutan football, even the league, and the way they manage even the club. I'm really happy the way how the Bhutan football is doing. That's the difference I see.
So you're the only player from Bhutan who has played in 5 different leagues in 5 different countries, right? So how is that experience? How can you say it as a whole?
Yes, sorry, I didn't get you.
Playing in all 5 leagues,
Yeah, yeah.
5 different countries,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So, how much of experience have you gained from playing everywhere around Asia?
Yes, I would say I got a lot of experience, like playing in five different leagues. Like Thailand. First, I started. Excuse me. First professional, I started from Thailand. Thailand is like not like physic game. Like they're more into the technical and things, you know. Then even I played in Bangladesh, which is more into the like in the physic way. And in India, it's like both like physic and in a fast game in a way. So even Nepal, I see like Nepal is also a very tough. I find like Nepal is also a very tough league. but yeah, from that five region, I got a lot of experience.
Also, a few players tell me, foreign players especially, they tell me that Nepal's domestic football is more about crosses, end-to-end football, and it's yes more physical as well. Did you find that difference?
Yes, I see. I think I see lots of foreigners are from black, and which is like most of the black they are more into the physics game. So even I see like in Nepal league they are more into the physics game because every like in the ball like they used to go like with the, not with the like smartness, but they go with the
Okay,
physics.
physicality.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that was one as well. The foreign players, especially from the Africa, the players they're very adapted to Nepal because they feel like the game is kind of their game. It's more physical, right? So now let's talk about you played the I League and the ISL both,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what's the difference when you saw in a league and a franchise?
Uh, there's a big difference even in the ISL and the I League.
I
And
think the money is also
yes,
different.
it's a very huge difference there in the like especially in I League and ISL. There's a very huge difference. Like yeah, I'll give you one very good simple example. So even like I League, whenever we are going to play in Gokulam, the ground was actually they have a very good ground, but they don't maintain as high as that's like in like a professional way. But after I saw the Super Cup happening in the Gokulam, then like I see the totally difference between the like before ground and the current one. I see a lots of difference there in the ground. So this is the simple thing.
Also, like the reason I'm asking you this question is Nepal has also had its franchise league, Nepal Super League, and I think because of your time unavailability, you couldn't come to Nepal that time.
Yes, exactly. I
You
would
might
say
have
that.
got a
Yes,
proposal
yes,
from teams.
yes. I got when I got in NSL also I got an offer from 2 3 clubs, but unfortunately I couldn't make it due to the I already had a contract in India first thing, and second thing is it's a very short league, so nobody no professional players they will look for like a very short league. They always go for the long league, which is it's a professional way. So I think like even NSL, even I heard like NSL they did first season they did a very good job. I think even I would suggest if they extend the league little longer, then like I feel even the more high profile play and the more quality play from foreigner can come and play for the NSL league, and that which can improve the Nepal football a lot.
I think they're doing it because
Yeah.
the first edition had 7 teams. Now they have 10 teams. So I think it's scheduled for November or maybe September, October, November. It's going to be at that time. And more teams means more fixtures. Longer duration. 40 days was the target. 40 days tournament. So that way, yes, it might sound a little bit more fun, especially to the audience, because having been part of the Nepal Super League, see there was this. I'm very optimistic about things. So even the organizers, we all talked that time because the time Nepal Super League was happening, just after 4 days, it was our second lockdown because there were like 15,000 COVID cases per day recorded, right? So we had to play behind closed door. And thanks to the international football that was happening, Nepal got a proper example of doing the games behind the closed doors. So it was around this time of the year. I think it was happening at this time 2 years back. So the weather was wonderful, right? The roads were empty. The weather was clear. No pollution, zero pollution. If you went to Chobar, you could see the Sagarmatha range as well.
Yeah.
It was so clear. And since people were at home and they had nothing to do, and there was football, and this country loves football, you got to enjoy it more, and it got good exposure because even in we used to check in our computer screens on the internet live, they're like 1 lakh to 150 lakhs views, live concurrent views. So that was something good to happen. And joining this, I want to join this with the topic like around the world. everywhere we see any kind of sports, let's say ISL, IPL, cricket, or English Premier League, the football, there are private investments in the team. And those private investments push the teams by the finances and the teams do better, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's very true. Financial first, to form a team, we need a good financial. We need a good management. I would say the main important is management.
True.
So if you have good management, even if you don't have like good financial, I think management can bring lots of difference.
Uh, I cannot get my eyes off your jacket. So there's a dragon in there.
Yeah. It's like it's our national Bhutan football national track. So we just printed like maybe you can see the dragon in
Yeah,
front
this
of my
is a
jacket.
dragon.
So this
Bhutan is well known for
yes,
its
yes,
dragons.
yeah.
What are the tales about dragons in Bhutan? You might have stories.
I've zero knowledge about this. I'm so sorry.
Okay. But we caught the brave Gorkhas, right? Or let's say the Vikings, the Norwegian people, they call the Vikings and they have the Viking tales as well, right? So might be the land of dragons, right? You guys are called
Yes,
the land of
the land of
dragons.
Thunder Dragon. Yeah.
We've only seen dragons in Game of Thrones. You also have a dragon in your logo. There's a dragon in the flag.
I think we don't. This is our Bhutan football logo.
Okay.
So we
Okay.
we don't have dragon in the logo.
The orange color is really good color. It pops out.
Yes. Orange. It's a orange and willow. So
It's easy to play. You can spot your player easily,
yes.
right? So I'm looking after my college futsal team with participating in a tournament and told them to get either orange or yellow jersey because that pops out and you can
Exactly.
see your teammate.
Exactly.
White pops out, but orange and yellow is
Yes,
always
it's a
good.
bright color.
And it's also the color of Netherlands.
Oh yeah.
The great Ryan Cruyff played for it. Wonderful color. Okay, coming back, you played for Bhutan from all the junior ranks.
Yes.
So by the time you made your debut, you already had a level of experience. So how was that experience like from coming from the lower ranks to finally making into the team?
So first, I would say I'm more into a sports person. Before I joined to the football, I was in taekwondo. So like in every district, from every district, the best fighter calls in Thimphu for the winter coaching. So me and my brother, we both were in the taekwondo. So from our district, even like thank you.
Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. Okay. Me and my brother, we both were. Yeah.
Okay.
Me and my brother, we both got opportunity to go to Thimphu and get trained in taekwondo. So like one day we are going for morning training. So we find like lots of like our age boy like playing in the football ground like maybe hundreds of like at our age they were playing in the field. Even like why my brother and me we have decided to go and check. So like we asked to the like one guy and they were saying he was saying like the football national academy for this is for the selection. Then me and my brother we have decided to give a try.
Under age, which category was
It
it?
was like under 13.
Okay.
That was in 2006 winter vacation. Then like we gave a try and I was in the under 13 and I mean under 12 in category. I got in registered there. So even my brother he registered in under 15. So we both reached into the like third phase in the final phase. So unfortunately my brother he didn't got selected in the final phase. So whereas I was lucky, I would say I was lucky. I got selected in under 13, and from that day, so then I joined in the National Academy. Then 2013, 14, and 15 uh, no 2007, 8, 9. Then 2010, 10 in 10. Then I was not that. I was like whether I should take football as a career, or then I thought like whether I should try in some other sports. Then in 2010 I gave a try in cricket. So like school tournament like cricket was going on. Even they were doing selection for the under 16 something. Then I got selected in that in cricket under 16, that one. Then I played a one season in on that tournament. Then after I came back out, then I felt like maybe like cricket was not it's not my game. Then again I decided to go and join back in the football.
It's a different thing when like you start from, there's a point that you every player feels like, am I going to make it to the main team? I'm playing good, but luck also matters. Do you think so?
So I'm a believer. So yes, I believe in luck.
Talent is there,
Yes,
but
yes.
luck, you need some luck.
Even I really believe luck. I really believe in luck.
Luckily, you also won the league with Round Glass Punjab recently. So how was that experience? How did it go? The whole season, how did it go? The journey?
Yeah, recently in last season we got a champion. Recently, I would say, but I didn't start. I didn't start from the beginning with the Punjab. So I was in Bhutan. So I already got an offer from the Punjab, but I had to wait for some some offer from. I already had that time. I was having a talk with some European club, so I was waiting for that. So that's why I couldn't sign in Punjab in the beginning of the season. Then after I waited like for till this season January, then like they couldn't make it, so I couldn't make it in Germany. Then like even again I got an offer from the Round Glass in this second window. Then I've decided, okay, why don't I go and take a chance? Then I've decided to go there and take it. I signed there, and on the same day that I even Bhutan. That time I played from the Paro FC. So on the same day, we were crowned as a champion in January 7. On January 7, we were crowned as a Bhutan League champion. Then in January 12, I went to the India. Then I started playing there, and that time they were like suffering from like attacking, they were missing some player, for that league to win. Then I went there. Even I first, because I didn't have a good connection with all the players. Even the coach were new. Like, everyone was new except like Kiran and some few players. I know some. Like then I had a very difficult time there. But like after like playing 1, 2 game again, and then 2, 3, 4 game, then I had a very comfortable with them. Then even I managed to help the team to get the title this season. So I'm very happy.
Yeah. Now they promoted to the Indian Super League now.
Yes, they actually they have already, it's already confirmed from the club that it's confirmed to promote to the ISL, but like I'm still not sure whether it's confirmed to go there or not.
Okay.
Because in India also there's a lot of controversial going on with for the I League and the ISL.
Yeah.
So we can't say anything.
Because I think FIFA has the rule of one country, one major tournament. So I think that's in cricket as well.
Yeah.
So in football also, and also in Nepal, the A division and NSL are having that problem. So I think for a country like Nepal, we should go hand in hand, because at the end, everybody is looking at the progress, the development of the game itself, the development of players itself, right? So again, coming back to I League, you played for Kerala as well, right?
Yes, Kerala is not in I League.
It's ISL.
Yes.
So my father, he doesn't watch EPL because I watch too much of EPL. I'm an Arsenal guy, right? You know that well. Novin
Yeah. No.
Our pyaro Novin Bada. So he is he follows it every time regularly, and And I used to remind him that that's the guy. He came to Nepal. Oh yes, I know. And every time you're playing, he calls me down. I live in the upper flat, so he calls me. Oh, your Chencho is playing. So, how was the franchise experience for you? Like Indian franchise football is a big thing because they have all the money, they have injected it, and you know firsthand that the money that's injected in franchise sports is way too high, right? How does that feel to play in a franchise team and the experience?
It's like every professional, like obviously they will look for like good tournament and good facilities and good salary. So I find uh, Super League is like damn like big difference between the from the I League. So I feel like even I enjoy a lot playing in the Super League rather than the I League.
You won the Golden Boot in I League.
In I League in my first year in playing in India.
That was Gugulam,
No, in Minerva Punjab.
Punjab.
Yeah.
That one, Round Glass was known as Minerva Punjab.
Yes. So like before it was like Minerva Punjab is owned by the Ranjit Bajaj. So after that was my first team playing in India.
This was 2018-19.
I think 17-18.
17-18.
Yeah. Then so luckily we got champion. Even I was crowned as the MVP of that season. Then like after that, Round Glass has they were there in the league for like 2-3 years. Then after that they sold the name to the Round Glass. Then like Round Glass have changed everything.
Okay. So how's the management now, or comparing the two management, which one do you find better, the previous one or the current one?
I would say current one is like more professional, and even they have manpower. Even they have like financial. They're well settled financial and all everything. But like previous one is like the owner himself is a very passionate in football, not only in football, in sports, and he's a. It's because of him I got to play and show my talent in India. It's even I want to thank him for giving a platform to showcase my talent in India.
I remember a player when it was 1999 when we used to call SAF games at that time, and during SAF games when India was here, I got to know about a player called Ian Vijayan. I think it's the legend of Indian football. So Baichung Bhutia, Ian Vijayan. Ian Vijayan was magic, tall guy.
Yes, even I heard. I've never seen him playing, but I've heard of lots of things about him. Even I've heard when I was in Kerala, I heard lots of things about him. Even I saw like some of his videos. Still at this age, he's playing like very beautiful football. He can run. He can make a good power shot. I feel he's a true legend.
Have you met Baichung Bhutia? You must have met.
I met him once in Bhutan during the Kings Cup. Even his team was invited to play in that league in Kings Cup. So on that time, I met him once.
I almost got to work with Baichung Bhutia during this World Cup.
Oh, okay.
For the broadcasters, we were doing the pre-match shows, pre-match the analysis shows. So the organizers told me, the people told me that we might bring in Baichung Bhutia. So that could have been done, but things I always get to see him on television. So, okay. I've met journalist friends from Bangladesh, because Bangladesh is a country that often comes in Nepal. I made really good friends. Nabil is one of my good friends from there, and his name. Forgot the player's name. He trained from Europe, I guess. Jamal. Oh my God, how can I forget him? Jamal is one of the talents that Bangladesh has produced. So have you got to play against him or?
Yes, we already played so many matches against him. We played both the international and the like club match. Like we faced many matches like Bhutan and Bangladesh. Even when I was playing from Round Glass, that time he signed in Mohammedan, which is based in Kolkata. So that time also we faced like two matches. Even I would say like he's a very good guy. He's a very good player. Even like he got a good training at the young age. He got an opportunity to train in the Europe.
Yeah.
So maybe like that's one reason.
So that's we can actually see the difference with the players. It's like in Nepal we have Ayush Kalan and especially Manish Dangi. Manish played outside of Nepal. His academy days are outside of Nepal. So that has got him to a very different kind of game. But having said that, you played alongside Bimal, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
Bimal coming from Enfa Academy, Bimal, Ananta, and there was this Hemanta. These three were when they were coming, they were winning the under category tournaments. And I could see, I mean, we always talked about Bimal's game that he has the European touch and gameplay. So have you noticed that difference in Bimal's game from other games, other players' game?
Yeah. As you said, we played like together recently in the Machhindra, like 7 matches we played together. Even like I spent in the training for like 1 month, training and the matches. It's 1 month. So what I noticed from him is he's a magical player. So he have a very good touch. He have a pace. He have a good power. I think if he push himself a little forward and like uh, take like football as a very professional, then I still think it's still not too late to like think and take football as a professional at his age. So I still believe if he take football as a professional, I think this guy can fly.
Definitely, he had got offers from European clubs at a very younger age. His debut, his goal against Pakistan was, we cried at that time in that goal because that gave us the hope to qualify for the SAF Championship final. And history has it, Bimal has been a very wonderful player. And definitely, I'm also scheduled. We're scheduled to talk next week, Bimal and me. So sometime he was a bit busy, and I didn't want to disturb any players during the league. But the league's fixtures are so tight, I have to find a day in between.
Yes.
And I want to talk about Machhindra now. So any difference that you seen or anything you like or maybe dislike about this team? How's the management of Machhindra?
After I signed with Machhindra, for me, like I didn't had any problem. But they were treating me like their own son. I have a very like good treatment from them, and it's one because of their sponsor like Bhat Bhattini, like Kalyan and all. They were the main guy behind who brought me here to play for in the Nepal A League. And I find like sponsor wise they were like giving like 100% from them. And I think now when it's come to the club manager, I think they need to be little professional. If they bring like, it's a not complaint actually, it's if they bring like little changes in the management, I think then the football will definitely grow.
And how has Monish been your help so far? Monish is right here. He's been your manager since you've been here in Nepal.
No, he's not my manager, but like he's
Like a shadow,
like a brother, you know. So I met him during the SARC in the SARC tournament. I met him once. Then like recently, even in the Three Nation Cup, I met him. Then from that day, we started like catching up together, like for the lunch, and then like we started getting like more closer. And he's a very good guy. He's a very like kind guy, and he's a most helpful person.
Thank you, Manish, because he was the architect of all this management. He brought you here, and he's going to take you back home.
Thank you.
So we come towards the end. We have a few minutes left, but I want to talk more about your title, man. You've been called the South Asian Ronaldo, and that's a big title to be given, right? And when you're given that title, you need to live up to that expectation. So how has that been so far?
Actually, I'm very happy to get this title, even though I don't deserve the, even though I don't
You
deserve
do,
it.
man. You do. Straight from the
It's
commentary
just,
box, I can say that.
it's just like I'm a big fan of Ronaldo. The way, whenever like before, whenever I scored a goal, I always used to celebrate it like a Ronaldo. Then the fans and media, they started calling me as a Ronaldo, Bhutanese Ronaldo and all. But I will take this as a compliment. I'm very happy to get this name, but I still more work to do for to get this kind of name.
What's the things that you love about Nepal? Nepal and Bhutan, I think weather and a lot of things are similar, right?
Yeah, yeah. And when it's come to the weather and all, it's almost like similar to the Bhutan. Like I find, I don't know about the others, but like I find like Nepal people are very generous. Like whenever I met like any Nepali, they are very generous. They are very helpful. Yeah.
That's true. Also, Bhutanese people are also the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
And I really love one thing about Bhutan, that it's a carbon negative country. So you must have felt some kind of difference in the air.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a bit more dusty here.
I would say I'll give you a good example, a simple one example.
Sure.
I was like all good. Like as soon as like in Three Nation, I was all good. I was fit, and then after I came back from Three Nation, then I moved to the uh, Machhindra hotel. Then like after I played a first game, then I got a sick, like a fever and all. Even I couldn't like breathe properly that time.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a very bad sick that time, so I had to rest. I was sick for 2 weeks. So maybe it's because of the weather, I would say.
Yes, I think the players, a lot of players, because I told you I was looking after a team, Lumini All Stars. It was a cricket team. So one of our players, he got really sick. It was food poisoning, because I think adapting to Nepal is quite difficult because of no, we have the similar altitude maybe, but there are many things different. And I also wanted to talk about this the weather in Bhutan, the carbon negative country. So I heard like Bhutan doesn't import cars or something like that.
Yeah, I would say even like whenever I go back to from coming like whenever I go back to Bhutan, as soon as I go out from the plane, the first thing I do is like I do a long breath, like yeah, getting a fresh air. That was the most important, and I feel Bhutan is like yeah, as you said, like Bhutan is like carbon negative. I feel very fresh there, and I feel very good there in comparing to in the weather situation. I feel like I still prefer in Bhutan like any other like rather than any other country.
अब अलिकति नेपालीमा कुरा गरौँ न है
तर यति त आउँदैन त
try.
म ट्राई गर्छु
एकदम काठमाडौँ बाहेक अपार्ट फ्रम काठमाडौँ अरू ठाउँ जानुभएको छ
अहिले अहिले चाहिँ कहाँ काम काम पनि गएन तर लास्ट टाइम चन्दीगढीमा चन्दीगिरी
चन्द्रगिरी
चन्दीगिरीमा गएको थियो तर सधैँ राम्रो लाग्यो
त्यहाँबाट पुरै काठमाडौँ देखिन्छ नि सो स्टोरी पनि थाहा होला त्यहाँको पृथ्वीनारायण
वन नाइट पनि होल्ड गऱ्यो उता
I saw your stories.
सधैँ राम्रो लाग्यो
You have a son, एउटा छोरा छ है बिकज आई सी यो तपाईँको पोस्टहरू देख्छु तपाईँको वाइफ तपाईँको छोरा अन्त यो एकदम फ्यामिली म्यान हो नि तपाईँ
अब once you get married अब फ्यामिली म्यान त हुनै पर्यो अब फ्यामिलीबाट अब मेरो सन पनि अब कस्तो भन्छ
he's
he's very positive and all. He's very like clever. He's very tough guy. He's a very tough baby. So even I had a very difficult time like raising him.
Okay.
Even like if he see me like some taking pictures like with some other girl, he really gets
Angry.
jealous, you know.
Okay.
Even in the match, whenever like I go for the match, I always used to call them, and he's a main motivator for me. Every time when I go, he always tell me like, Appa, I don't need anything. I just need gold from you.
Mhm.
This what he
Wow.
always tell me. Then that's all makes me the family man.
And that's also एउटा राम्रो मोटिभेसन हो नि आफ्नो छोराले बाबा गोल चाहियो भन्नु भनेको त
Mhm.
हैन त
Even Manish knows really about my son.
Okay.
He's a very different baby.
अरू कुनै कन्ट्री ट्राभल गर्दाखेरि वाइफ छोराहरूलाई पनि लिएर जानुहुन्छ कि
अब उनीहरू अहिले त उसको स्कुल पनि भएको थिएन लास्ट सिजन यो म इन्डिया जाँदाखेरि अन्त सो उनीहरू पनि केही काम यस्तो केही छैन भने चाहिँ मसँग यो
ए ओके सो इफ दे फ्री दे कम ओके बिकज प्लेयरहरूको चाहिँ प्रब्लम त्यही नै हुन्छ कि लाइक ट्राभल गरिरहनु पर्छ दे ट्राभल अ लट एन्ड द फ्यामिली पार्ट इज मिसिङ द्याट्स इन्डियन क्रिकेट टिमले अहिले स्टार्ट गरेको छ अनि प्लेयर्स अलङ विथ देयर वाइफ एन्ड चिल्ड्रेन ट्राभल गराउने बिकज दे हेभ मनी होइन त्यो एउटा छुट्टै प्लेयरको पर्फर्मेन्समा पनि फरक पर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ कि फ्यामिलीसँग क्लोज हुनु र धेरै समय टाढा हुनुमा
अब अब मेरो हिसाबमा चाहिँ अब फ्यामिलीसँग बस्दाखेरि अब यो केही अब प्रेसर पनि के हुँदैन रहेछ अब गेम पनि एकदम राम्रो हुँदैछ अब म चाहिँ फ्यामिलीसँग बस्दाखेरि मेरो गेमहरू पनि अलि राम्रो देखियो पहिला यो अब लाइक फ्यामिली अहिलेको सिचुएसन यस्तोमा कम्पेयर गर्दाखेरि आई वुड से फ्यामिली विथ फ्यामिली इज डिफरेन्ट
बिलोङ्गिङनेस हुन्छ नि एउटा सेन्स अफ बिलोङ्गिङ
यस
Okay, so Bangladesh, they're growing. I think we can see Bangladesh will develop in a few years' time because the amount of money they're injecting. I mean, we can see them above in the FIFA ranking.
I would say they will grow in maybe in the 2-3 years. They will definitely grow because the way they manage the league and even the way they even I heard lots of things about the Nepal league. Even I heard like lots of things from my ex teammates. Even they were very happy even they were earning a very good money. After all, money is very important. So I think everyone is happy. Even the management, they were doing a really good job. So in 2 or 3 years, even the Bangladesh football will grow.
Now, comparing the Bangladesh league, the way they're investing right now, when we come to the Indian football, because cricket is something which is like a religion in India, but they are injecting private sector now. They're interested in football. See, I always see this as a marketing guy that sports is all about money now, right? So once you inject the money, yes, you also get the benefit out. Just like Shah Rukh Khan, for the first season of IPL, when Shah Rukh Khan invested the 300 crores, if I'm not wrong, so he was the only team who was in profit of 2 to 3 crores. So that's how you do business, right?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
inject and you earn.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk about the way you went to Bangladesh. I think that was the start of when foreign players started, big names going into Bangladesh. And similarly, when you talk about the I League brought a lot of high-profile players to India. We could see Garcia and even Roberto Carlos was there, I guess.
Yeah.
So now they bought the charm, right? Sports needs the glamour. So in terms of franchise sports, I want to talk to you about how do you see the Indian football in the next 5 years or 10? And I think in the next 10 years, they're trying to play the World Cup, qualify for the World Cup. The under-17 team has gone to Real Madrid to train with the under-17 team.
Yeah.
So how do you think India will progress in terms of football?
Football, like anything can happen, but like the way India is managing, the way India is like putting lots of money in football, I think it's a good sign that India football will grow. And even in the way like India football has developed, not only in the field but even out of the field. In the most important is like is the management. Even I see a lot of difference there in management in last past 2 years, and now I think after 10 years, I'm sure like India can be there in the World Cup for sure.
They've got an amazing team. Also, they've got an amazing captain.
Exactly.
The leadership. Also, if we talk about you, when it comes to leadership, leadership is really important. Like for a player, for a team, you need to have one leader,
Exactly.
right? So, how do your team, national team boys, look up to you, or like how do they look up to you? Let's say.
Actually, I think from the national team, I'm only the senior player, and maybe there's the one thing they maybe because I'm the elder they respect me, and but like once I'm in the field, I'm very professional. I'm very serious in football. These are the thing they really know about me. So like whoever it is, I really like if I can help if I can help them, I'm ready to help them. So they know really about me. So maybe that could be the reason.
Yes. All now I want to talk about Nepal's franchise along with the A division. So see, when the previous time used to come to play for Bhutan, and that time you would see the crowd full pack, jam packed stadium, lights going around. And during the league, we've not got much spectators because the game timings are off. You play on a weekdays afternoon, and yes, definitely people are not going to come, especially in Kathmandu. It's very Kathmandu centric. But when looking at, I'm not favoring any league, but I'm just trying to say that when you look at Nepal Super League, when players like you and other big names come in, then can we expect a big crowd?
I would say first they need a very good management. So like saying if they keep the match in the all like in the off time, so definitely like there will be a very less supporters.
Mm.
So if they keep the timing like in the perfect way in the like six maybe after even afternoon which is after office. So this is the one simple thing they can change, and definitely if they bring a very good high profile foreigners, and if they extend a league little longer, then I'm very pretty sure like every else like we can see a lots of supporters in the gallery.
You must get a lot of messages in inbox from Nepali fans.
Yeah, lots of love and support from the Nepali fans.
You know, I, as a commentator, we are supposed to be very neutral, right? So every time I go inside the commentary box, especially during the Nepal matches, we're very neutral. But the 2019 South Asian Games final, that was between Bhutan and Nepal, uh, you scored the equalizing goal, if I'm not
Yes,
wrong.
yes,
Yes, you were
yes,
the one
yeah.
scoring the equalizing goal. I remember 53rd minute was the winning goal by Sunil Bal. So we were there in the commentary box, me, Avinav, and Sanjeev Dai. So Sanjeev Dai had to go for the closing ceremony. So he left around the 80th minute, 75th, 80th minute. And Avinav, my fellow commentator, he has played for Nepal under 15 team, and he's part of the ANFA academy at that time. And he remembered the game they played against Kazakhstan or Kazakhstan it was, and that was a World Cup qualifier under 17, and he saw his team lose, right? Nepal lose that game. It was in Rangashala. So that memory came back to him, seeing his team win. Final whistle, Avinav starts crying. And my friends always tease me from this line, and I said, so I got emotional when the Nepali fans started chanting Bhutan, Bhutan after the match. Because we Nepali people sadly are not known for good sportsmanship, but lately we've shown that. We've shown that in cricket, the love for the UAE players, the love for the Saudi Arabia players, right? And even in football, I think the generation is changing. And at that time, when the Nepali people started saying Bhutan, Bhutan, the chants, that got me emotional. I almost broke down to tears and I said, यो म भन्दा पनि भावुक भइरहेको छु was the line, and my friends always tease me, and that was me. My throat was already swollen because I wanted to cry. So after that, I put down the mic. I literally broke down to tears. And Avinav, we were hugging in the commentary box, wiping our tears. That was one funny, or let's say, an emotional moment for us, right? So again, coming back, let's not talk about me. Chencho, what's the plan now? The after your recovery. So yes, Nepal Super League is one of the aspects where we can have you there if things go well, if you're free from your leagues, right? You still in contracts with Round Glass Punjab, or the contract is ended?
So my contract with the Punjab is already ended. So after I terminated with them, so I've joined in Machhindra. So still my contract is with Machhindra, so which is still June end. Like I've said to you, I haven't finished my work yet. So even I don't feel good, like going that early. But unfortunately, in football, anything can happen. So after I got an injury, so now even after I staying here, no use of staying here, like just staying in the room. So it's better if I go back home. I'll spend some time with my family, and even I'll get a good rehab in Bhutan. So after, so which will be, I'll be back in the field. What I discussed with the physio. So even he said me, so I can be there in the I can come back in the field right after like end of the June. So no, I mean the before the SAF tournament gets start. So I was little happy that even like I can like come back before the SAF. So but I still have to think for the future. So I don't have any plan right now. But if I can make it to come back and play for NSL, so I'll definitely do that if I'm there in Bhutan. But if I get a good offer in other leagues, so I might go once, because and once I get an offer, get a sign with the other league, so I can't terminate like and come back and play for Nepal League. But which is if I'm there in the Bhutan, so anything I can like manage and come back. But if I don't get any good offer, and if I don't get signed in any other league, so I'll definitely come and play for Kalyan for sure.
We so want to see you, especially me. I didn't come to any matches. I thought I'll come. There are a lot of matches to go. I have a friend. He works at one online called Online Khabar, Saswat, and he's also an Arsenal fan. So Novin, him, and me. That guy is so lucky that Arsenal used to invite us for the fan club meetings and all. So he studied in UK, and that bloody guy went to go to the red tie event with the legends. He got to play at the Emirates, the supporters club league that happens after the leagues finishes. So he got to do everything. So he even got me a wonderful T-shirt of Jack Wilshere. So I'm really jealous of that guy. So day before yesterday, I went to Rangashala to watch the match, and I put on a story there, and he was like, "Why you went without me?" And he being a sport journalist, he doesn't go and sit in the press side. He goes and sits in the general side to enjoy the game. So that's that guy, and he was like, "I have to," and he has attended, I think, almost all of your matches. He's a big time critic. He never appreciates Arsenal when they're doing good as well. He's a big time critic guy. So he's like a big fan of yours. So okay, I want to ask you this. I think it's more than 10 years. How many years have you been like playing? Not for the national team, from the start. 15 years, can we say?
From the not a national team.
Junior.
Junior, I started in 2007.
7.
Yeah.
So it's 15 almost.
So yeah.
15. So 15 years long journey, Chencho. How has it been? All the ups and downs, the injuries, the triumphs, the despairs. How has it been?
It's a lot of I face a lot of challenges. First, like convinced my parents, because like in Bhutan before there were no person like living out of sports, and after I saw like Ronaldo game, and Ronaldo has really motivated me, then I've decided to go and take football as a very professional. But like I had a very difficult time to convince to my parents, even they don't have any knowledge, more knowledge about the sports. So first thing is I had a very tough time to convince to my parents. So after I took up football as a professional, even I had a very I faced lots of challenges, like going in other country and dealing lots of problems and staying away from family. And even after my uh, son born, so even that time, that time was like very very difficult for me. Like that when I was signed in Minerva, so that time even my wife got pregnant. So that was that was a very difficult situation. And after I finished my league and I went back, and I exactly in 8 months I was there with my wife. So when in the nine month my son got born, and then like 1 month I got only 1 month to spend time with my son and wife. Even I didn't got like time to help, especially on that time. I couldn't help my support and help my wife, but I had to leave for again for the next season. Even like that things was a very challenging.
This reminded me of a song by a band called Ugly Kid Joe. The song is called Cats in the Cradle. It's about a father that's working all the time, and the song is throughout the journey of his life. So I'll send you the link. It's a wonderful song. So you'll feel somewhere connected to it. So I think life has been generous to you.
I would say yes. Till now, yeah.
तर मेहनत पनि छ नि त.
It's true. If you want to success in your life, you have to set your mind, and you have to get ready to face any kind of challenge.
My
Challenges.
father tells me this, okay, every time I used to play cricket, you know, and he always used to tell me we used to watch cricket together. He's a big time cricket fan, big fan of Sachin Tendulkar, and we used to have conversations, and he was like, I was I was a bit lazy at times when my school was playing some tournament. I didn't want to go for the practice. I was like, I'll just bowl in the final games. And he was like, he used to tell me this, खेल भनेको तपस्या हो बाबु. खेलाडीले तपस्या जबसम्म गर्दैन र डिसिप्लिन यो दुईटा कुरा हुँदैन तबसम्म ऊ अगाडि बढ्न सक्दैन. बिकज आई थिङ्क भगवान्ले चाहिँ सबैलाई एउटा ट्यालेन्ट दिएको छ र त्यो ट्यालेन्टले मान्छे एउटा ठाउँसम्म पुग्छ कि. नाउ इट्स अप टु यु आफूलाई पुस गरेर हाउ मच अप यु गो, राइट? वाट यु फिल अबाउट द्याट?
It's very true. It's very true. Once if you decided to take if you want to success, you have to sacrifice lots of things. You have to put like hard work. Only like as you said, like every person there is a talent, but if you don't work it, so there's no use. So if you want success, so you need your hard work, dedication, sacrifice, like mindset. You need it.
Even after you go back to Bhutan, you're not going to sit idle. You're going to do some exercise, right? You're going to keep yourself fit.
Yes, I've already discussed. I've already called with my Bhutan physio, and we have already made a tight schedule as soon as I get back to Bhutan. So, on that day only, I'll start working out.
Because fitness is everything.
Yes.
And also
even I
discipline.
want to come back to the field very soon, as fast as possible.
Yeah, we also want to see you. We would love to see you till the end of the league, because the way Machhindra is coming up, they didn't have a good start, but the way they're climbing in the table, and with Chencho added in that team, that was like the perfect ingredient for us. Because in A division, we see that not many goals are being scored, but Machhindra over the time has, in the past few games, they're climbing up the table, back-to-back league winners, so they have that pressure as well, right? So at the end, any messages to the fans, especially from Nepal? Can you say to this in this camera? Yeah.
ओके
नेपालीमा है.
अब सबै नेपाली सपोर्टरहरूले अब धन्यवाद थ्याङ्क यू सो मच अब म यहाँ हुनेको टाइममा तपाईँहरूले सबै यो माया गर्यो प्रेयर विस गर्यो र मलाई सधैँ राम्रो लाग्यो त्यो धन्यवाद थ्याङ्क यू सो मच
Right. We wish to see you. हामीले चाँडै नै हेर्न पाऊँ नेपालमा खेलिरहेको नेपाली क्लबको लागि छेन्चोलाई. नेपाल सुपर लिग होला कुनै राम्रो गोल्ड कपमा होला होइन बिकज दे आर भेरी बिग गोल्ड कप्स हियर एज वेल. अब मलाई एकदमै मनपर्ने चाहिँ आहारा गोल्ड कप हो बिकज इट्स इन पोखरा होइन. चिल पनि गर्न पाउने काम पनि गर्न पाउने एन्ड द स्टेडियम इज ब्युटिफुल. नन अफ प्ले प्लेयर एट पोखरा है. द स्टेडियमको आई थिङ्क इट्स साउथबाट हेऱ्यो भने गोल पोस्ट टु गोल पोस्ट छ एन्ड अबभ द्याट यु क्यान सी माछापुच्छ्रे रेन्ज के. अनि त्यो दिन क्लियर भएको बेला ब्युटिफुल भ्यू के. अनि त्यो स्टेडियमको कलर पनि रेड एन्ड ब्लू छ. सो नेपालको झन्डाको कलर जस्तो देख्छ. एन्ड आई थिङ्क द होल स्टेडियम इज मेड बाई अ जर्मन टिम. यो साउथ एसियन गेम्सकै लागि बनाएको हो कि. बिफोर द्याट वी ह्याड त्यो पटल माटोको प्याराफेट टाइपको एन्ड नाउ इट क्यान इजिली बी डिस्मेन्टल्ड के फेरि त्यस्तो छ होइन. सो इट्स लाइक रियली अहिले चाहिँ यो भिडियो त्यसमा छ होइन. अनि त्यहाँ खेलाउँदा अनि फेरि पछाडि क्रिकेट ग्राउन्ड छ होइन. इट्स लाइक इट्स अ स्पोर्ट्स भिलेज जस्तो छ क्या पोखरामा. यु एन्टर भलिबल यता बास्केटबल यता कभर्ड हल वेयर वी डिड फुटसल लिग होइन. अनि यता फुटबल यता हकी यता ब्याडमिन्टन यता लन टेनिस के छ के उता क्रिकेटको पनि छ कि. सो आई डन क्रिकेट अल्सो देयर. अस्ति रोहन मुस्तफा आउनु भएको थियो हाम्रो युएको प्लेयर. उहाँ त खेल्नु पनि भएको छ पोखरामा. एन्ड वान अफ द न्युजिल्यान्डको ग्राउन्ड पछि उहाँलाई मन परेको चाहिँ पोखराको ग्राउन्ड रे के. त्यो भ्यू वाइज के सिनेरी वाइज. सो त्यहाँ जाँदाखेरि पनि भेट्न पाऊँ स्पेसली अब चाँडै छेन्चोलाई फेरि नेपालको लिगमा हेर्न पाऊँ.
थ्याङ्क यू सो मच.
एन्ड एज अपार्ट फ्रम बिङ अ कमेन्टेटर एउटा एज अ फ्यान बिन फलोइङ यु फर द लास्ट 5 years होला अहिले त होइन. अनि जिस दिन से पता चला उसी दिन से फलो किया. अनि आई लभ यो गेम के बिकज आई वाज कमेन्टेटिङ एन्ड आई फिल कमेन्टेटर्स आर द फर्स्ट पिपल हु वाज क्लोजेस्ट टु द गेम द्याट्स ह्यापनिङ. अनि बिकज वी टक अबाउट यो टच यो टर्न यो फिनिस होइन यो रन अफ द बल मुभमेन्टको कुराहरू याद गर्नुपर्छ नि त हामीले. सो आई सी समथिङ भेरी डिफ्रेन्ट इन यु. अब यो त पहिलोचोटि सुनेको होइन होला अरूबाट पनि आइसक्यो होला. बट देन थ्याङ्क यू सो मच छेन्चो फर कमिङ. यस्तो इन्जर्ड भएर पनि आइदिनु भयो. मनिषलाई पनि थ्याङ्क यू ल्याइदिएकोमा. हामी त भेटि नै रहन्छौँ होइन काठमाडौँकै डनहरू हामी होइन. सो थ्याङ्क यू छेन्चो. वी विश यू अल द लक. स्पिडी रिकभरी होस्.
थ्याङ्क यू
अन बिहाफ अफ अल नेपालीज है.
थ्याङ्क यू
फेरि भेटौँला.
थ्याङ्क यू सो मच.
थ्याङ्क यू ब्रदर.
आई लभ यू सुन.